Libra, you are up. Libra, what is going on? You're ready to start something new. You have an idea. Okay. Let's find out about romantic love. Okay. You want to do a little business and pleasure. You're looking for somebody to, you know, work with you in order to establish your journey, your empire, something different. You're also looking for somebody with some very, very deep insight, somebody that could be, you know, very quiet. Maybe there's something that you need to be quiet about. Okay. You could also be talking about wanting to reconnect with someone from your past, a friend or something like that. Could be thinking about that. Maybe you could be asking other people some ideas or insight about something that could have happened between you and another person. Wondering if, you know, maybe you were if you were overreacting, maybe they were overreacting, maybe somebody was being very, very emotional, yada, yada, yada. And you could be getting some kind of ideas and trying to think about this, you know, in a couple different ways, a couple different manners. Okay. Now, I feel like there was some sort of deception or something like that that was kind of hidden in between in reference to whatever that energy is. Okay. You got the King of Wands here. There could be somebody that was basically out for themselves or into, they weren't really thinking about somebody else. They were more or less thinking kind of selfishly. They weren't really thinking about anyone else but their own needs. So I don't know if that's you or whoever it is that you were dealing with. Okay. All right. I kind of feel like you don't really like somebody that, and you know, here's what's interesting. Okay. Have you noticed that you are surrounded by a lot of people that are very, very deep feeling? A lot of people that are very emotional. Have you noticed that? That there's a lot of people around you that are just very, very emotional. Maybe you're not. You're a Libra. You know, yeah, I have a lot of Libra in my chart. I'm probably more Libra than I am anything. You know, especially when I look at my chart, you know, so I get it. You know, I'm also very emotional. I only have like a lick of water in my chart, you know, but I was raised by water signs. So I tend to be very, very emotional. I feel very, very on an incredibly deep level, but I'm also very air. Okay. I have, you know, several placements in Libra. Okay. So I understand that. However, you could be surrounded by a lot of people that are of very watery energy, very deep feeling emotional people. That could mean something that maybe you need to start to look at something in a certain way. I'm kind of getting that. You may not be very comfortable with, and I'm not one for transparency. I don't like it. You know, a lot of stuff has been going on. There's a lot more into it that, you know, me just saying that, you know, don't take that the wrong way. Okay, people take things the wrong way when generally there's always a lot more behind certain statements that people make. Okay, so I didn't mean it like that. So please don't take it out of context. But meaning like, okay. So bottom line, you could be meeting or being surrounded by certain people because maybe the universe wants you to kind of start to feel things a little bit more, be a little bit more emotional. I'm not saying you have to be, you know, you have to tell everyone everything, but it's something about being a little bit more open, okay, to a degree. Maybe you're not understanding people, or you're not understanding why people get so emotional about certain things, and some people could be looking at you being like, don't you feel anything? Are you cold? It's almost like that, okay? Are you only out for yourself? Do you care about, you know, other people? I don't think that about Libras. I know Libras are very, very sweet. They're like, they're always nurturing. A lot of Libras. So I understand. But somebody could be perceiving you that way. Okay? Like maybe you don't really show any emotions. You know, you think you keep things like, you know, a certain way. All right? Three of Swords, and we've got the Lovers here also. I think that's a lot of it. I'm getting because it was all kinds of cups. I kept seeing all kinds of cups. You could be surrounded by a lot of people that could be a very watery energy, or people that are just displaying a lot of emotions. And you're maybe not comfortable with it. I keep looking at this. Yeah, you could be afraid of, showing emotions. Maybe you were hurt at one point. You don't want to be like that. All right. I had a friend before. Known her for a long time. Never saw her cry. Never. 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 Never saw her get really emotional. Very considerate, very caring person, but never saw a particular side of her. So, just an example. All right? So, other people might be wondering that too. All right. Now, I keep seeing, like I said, I keep seeing this. Okay, so I did see Cancer. I kept seeing Queen of Cups. I saw Nine of Cups. I saw, Five. I kept seeing all these different cups. And now you also have, a Scorpio and a Pisces energy. Yeah. There is something about, I really feel like that's what it is. You could be around a lot of watery energies and you're not understanding each other. And the universe, from the way that I kind of, from my perspective, but also from what I've seen, and researched, meaning I've been able to apply it also, is that whenever certain people come into our lives, it's because we're supposed to kind of learn something from them. There's a lot of different characteristics, so there's like sayings like if you keep bumping into, it seems like you have a lot of, let's say you have a lot of Virgos that are coming into your life. It could mean that maybe you need to take something more, logical, but also be a little bit more organized with certain things, yada, yada, yada. If you're bumping into a lot of, Leos, you have a lot of Leos around you, maybe something a bit about being a little bit more exuberant, but lighthearted, but also kind of, it's like that. Am I making sense? For whatever reason, I feel like there could be a lot of watery energies around you. And it could be something that maybe you're needing to kind of get in touch with. Something that you're maybe needing to learn from whoever these people are, or are these energies. There could be definitely a lot of watery energies around you. All right. Okay. Now, this could be, let's say you are attracted to someone who is a Pisces. Let's say a Pisces is attracted to you, or other water sign. In order for it to be successful, you might have to become a little bit more emotional, a little bit more in touch with your feelings, a little more cuddly, a little more lovable. I'm specifically getting that. I mentioned something about being cold a little while ago. Am I saying Libras are cold or anything like that? No, I'm not. But other people may be perceiving you as not being very, very cuddly. Yeah. Yeah. really getting that. You can be very, it's something, you know, yeah. Yes, that's it. That's it. I know Libras can be very fun, have a really good sense of humor, be funny. But that could be a lot of it. And I'm really getting a strong sense about that. So, your passionate side is good, but maybe people don't really understand it a lot. Something is it's like you don't spend enough energy in you don't spend enough time in a certain energy. I really feel like that's what it is. There's like no emotions. Maybe you're not having any emotions towards what is this? What is this? What is this? This is driving me nuts. It was in the upright, now it's in the reverse. The moon talks about emotions, okay? You know, maybe you're always concerned about work, studies, and there's no emotions in anything. There's no love in what you're doing. It's like everything has to be strategically planned out or placed. Where's the love in it? Where's the emotions in it? Do you love what you do? Do you love people? I'm not saying you don't love people. Just, you know, okay? Do you do things coming from a place of love? Yeah, I'm really getting that. Are you doing things coming from a place of love? Not about, you know, I have this goal and I need to achieve it. Or I have this that I need to do and I have that. I'm not saying that you don't have love in your life or you don't feel love. But are you coming from a place of love or a sense of duty because you desire certain things? Or is it because, you know, am I making any sense? I'm getting a strong sense about that. Somebody they don't show emotions. They don't show any emotions. It's always about work. It's always about building. It's always about structure. It's always about money. Where's the emotions? That's what I'm getting. If something hasn't been working, and that could be a big part of it. If you're looking for something in particular, you know. So basically, kind of think to yourself, if this really isn't going to be for everyone, okay? This isn't going to be for every Libra, okay? It's not. If it's not your reading, then it's okay. But whoever it is that resonates with this reading, take notice or take inventory of all the people around you. And if you notice, like, there's a lot of people that are, you know, hey, there's a lot of Pisces around me. There's a lot of Scorpios around me. There's a lot of, you know, Cancers around me. It's because the universe is wanting you to get more in touch with your emotions. Okay. Not to think of them as so different or that they're too emotional. Something wants you to kind of get into that. Okay. Something wants you to tap more into your emotions. I feel like you're coming from a place of like a sense of duty or whatever it is, or trying to kind of keep up the grind. That's what I'm getting. And there's not enough love in it to do it. Somebody's always going to take everything out of context, I'm sure. Anyway. Yes, everything's always about that. It's about, you know, it's about the pentacles. Okay. And it could be because there's like definitely a fear of, you know, showing emotions. There's a fear of showing emotions. Somebody may think that emotions are a sign of weakness. Like there's the Nine of Swords. Okay. if there are certain people in your life that maybe, you know, things didn't work out with and you kind of wanted it to work out, I feel like that's a big part of it. You know, yeah. It's a Knight of Cups. Lovers. Three of Cups. I'm really getting that. All right. So, you have Cancer energy here. And I saw Pisces a couple different times. There's Pisces right there. I saw Pisces a couple times. Here's Gemini here. Gemini energy. There could be something more about embracing. It's something about more or less embracing more your emotional side. Okay. Being a little bit more vulnerable is okay. Opening up to people is okay. It depends on the degree. It depends on the degree. All right. There may be somebody that maybe wants you to be a little bit more open, a little bit more, you know, Libras are very, very lighthearted and fun, but maybe it's something about being a little bit more lighthearted in regards to your emotions. I'm getting something about that. Somebody may be wanting to know if you love them or how much you care about them. Somebody may feel like, you know, you can be very hot, but then you could also be very cold. Okay. Now, whoever this is to you, this could be a friend, lover, you know, could be a sibling, you know, anything. So maybe look around to see how many, you know, see what it is that you can kind of get, whatever it is, however the universe is trying to speak to you. Okay. It's more of a metaphorical reading. Now you may even be coming up to, you know, meet up with somebody, meet up with some friends or something like that. I'm kind of getting that. So there could be like a meeting or something like that. And you may start to notice or observe certain things around you. And it's going to make you think about, you know, the way that you see things or do things. It's something that's kind of like going to make you reflect a little bit. Okay. Maybe even how you dismiss certain people or how certain people maybe dismiss you. Okay. That's what I'm getting. I'm leaving it there. All right. I hope this it's going to make sense to somebody, whether they want to admit it or not. It's not nothing bad here. It's nothing bad, you know. Just, you know, it is what it is. That's what I'm getting. You know, you may not be aware, but this is the energies, at least of people around you. This is the energies that people are feeling around you. Maybe you're not even aware of it. It's very possible. So, I'm here to make you aware. That's how people are thinking and feeling around you. All right. That's it. Like, comment, share, follow. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you... I'm sorry. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to book a private reading, you can email becomethestar1111@gmail.com, or you can DM me through Instagram, Become the Star. It's all one word, all lowercase. All right. I don't reach out to people for readings. I do all my readings via video call, face-to-face, one-on-one. If anyone wants to offer you anything other than that, it is a fake. There are a lot of fakes out there pretending to be me, so also make sure that you're paying attention to the spelling of my Instagram name. All right. That's it. Good luck, Libra. I'll see you next week.